Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have made a special project. So let's look at it. So here is the project. This is a normal card for like a showpiece. So let's see what is the specialty. When you will move in the mouse, you can see that comes in 3D and it will rotate. Also, there are some stylish buttons here, which also changes the color in the bicycle. Although the bicycle is in SVG format, you can use a PNG format and change the bicycle all over, but I have used a PNG and changed the path fill. Okay, so let's start the project. So here I have opened my folder, and in this I am going to make my index.html file, and now I am going to create the style.css file. And after this we are going to need and after this we are going to use JavaScript. So I am making a app.js file. But for this video, we are going to cover only the HTML and CSS part. The JavaScript part will be covered in the next part because then it will be a lengthy video of 1 hour or something else. So for this video, we are going to cover the styling part and the HTML part only. So let's start. Closing it and splitting the screen. So let's start with our HTML file. I have a close snippet and I'm going to use emmet to have a empty body, and I'm changing it to bike card animation. And first I'm going to have a div with a class name container, and within the container we are going to have another div called inner. You can use any class name according to your own. I am going to use it, and in this we are going to have another div with a bike name, and in this we are going to paste our SVG. I have already copied it and I used Figma to edit the SVG file. You can use any software. But before that, we are going to need another div called description where all the button will be there. Okay, so here the divs are okay. Now I'm going to paste my SVG. So here is my SVG. As you can see, there are many paths. There are total 31 paths in here. Okay, after that path, we are going to have a div called circle. And what will be the circle doing? You can see in the demo file, there is a circle beside the cycle. Okay, so we are going to make that cycle uh, using that div. So I am going to write dot circle, and I am going to leave it like it. And now in the description part, first I am going to have a h1 tag. uh, First I am going to take a h1 tag and write it the name of the cycle, like Mantra Mad Rock 29 neon orange. Don't comment that the bike has no orange color. Don't bother about that. We are just going to use a name. That's it. Now I'm taking a h4 tag, and in it I'm writing best bicycle tilde. I'm going to capitalize it. Just a second. Okay. And after that, I'm going to have a button for purchase. So I'm going to take a button, and here I'm going to give a class name called purchase. And after that I am going to have another button which will have a class name of info, and in the first button we are going to write purchase, and in the second button we're going to write read more. Okay, and before the purchase we are going to have another div called colors, and here all the color options for the bike will be there. So first there will be a orange color. So let's take four button, and in the first I'm going to give a class name of orange. In the second button I am going to give a class name of red. In the third button I am going to give a class name of blue, and in the fourth button I am going to give a class name of black, and in this button also we are going to just copy it and paste it. Copy, paste, copy, and I'm going to capitalize the words. So let's take a minute. Okay, so now our HTML is ready. So I am going to open it using the live server. So here it is, our normal card, the bicycle SVJ, and the name and the H4 tag and all the buttons. All the buttons and all the things are here, but this is not organized. So we are going to use the CSS to organize it. So let's go back to our IDE. So here we are back in our IDE. So we are going to write the CSS in the style.css file. So first I am going to link it, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so it is now linked. So let's start. First I am going to write some basic code. And box sizing border box. So what it will do, it will just remove all the default padding and margins and change all the divs to border box. So if we add a padding or a margin, then the width of the box will not be increased. So after that I am going to take the container and I am going to give it a width of 700 pixel. I am going to give it a height of 600 pixel and margin 50 pixel and auto, and here the auto will center everything because everything is in the container, and then cursor pointer, it will change the cursor to pointer. And after that I am going to take container and then inner. Here we will give it a height of 110% and we will give it a high width of 80%. What's the percentage signifies? The percentage means the height and the width of the inner div will be calculated according to its parent div, that is the container div. So the 80% will be calculated from 700 pixels. So the 80% is nothing but 80% of 700 pixels, and 110% is nothing but 110% of 600 pixels. So after that I am going to give it a margin of 40 pixel and then auto. Also the auto will center everything, and then border radius about 20 pixel and then box shadow. And here it is a tricky part, we are going to add two box shadows. First is 0 pixel, 10 pixel and 10 pixel, and then we are going to add the color RGBA 0, 0, 0 and 0.2. And then the second part is minus 10 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixel and RGB, the same color. Okay, so the box shadow part is completed now, and then we are going to give it a transform. We are going to need the transform because of the animation, and I am going to give it a perspective of 800 pixel because of the 3D part, and I am going to give it a transform style of perspective 3D. Sorry, this is not a perspective 3D, this is preserved 3D. This is a bit confusing for me also. That's it for the inner div. So after that we are going to style the SVJ tag. For SVJ tag I am going to give it a height of 300 pixel, the width of the width of 80%, margin of 0 pixel and auto, and then margin bottom 20 pixel and then transition all 0.5 second. Where we will need this transition, we will need the transition in this. While I am hovering on the cart, the bike is rotated around 35 to 40 degrees, and for this rotation we are going to need the transition. Okay, so let's go back to our CSS file and continue. So after transition I am going to style the circle div, circle. So for the circle, I am going to give the not content. This will be content because there is nothing there, and then width of 150 pixel something, height of 150 pixel, and if we give a border radius 50%, then it will convert it to a circle. Okay, so after that I am going to give it a color, give it a background color. So for this I am going to a website. This is a very good website for your gradient color. So let's go to the website. So here is a website. The name is Web Gradient. So I am going to give this color. So I am going to copy the CSS. So the CSS is copied, and now get back to our ID and paste it. Okay. So I have given the color. So now save it and go to our page. Now you can see, but there is a problem. The problem is the circle is uh, below the bike, not behind the bike. For that, we are going to give it a position absolute, and we are going to give the bike a position relative. We are going to give it a top of, let's reduce the top to 20% and left to 30%. This should work. Okay, so now there is another problem, that is the circle is above the cycle, not below the cycle. For that I am going to give the SVJ z index of 1 and the circle z index about 0. This should work. Okay, so now the bicycle part is completed. Now let's get back to the CSS for the other properties. So let's go container, then inner, then description. For description, we are going to give text align center. After that, let's container, inner, description, and then h1. So for h1, the font size should be 25 pixel, margin bottom should be 25 pixel, font family should be Arial, and there should be a text shadow of 5 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel, and the same RGBA color. Okay, and after that I am going to write the CSS of the h4 tag. So let's write the selector first. I'm going to change it to h4, and then font size should be 20 pixel, margin bottom, sorry, margin bottom should be 25 pixel, and that I will give the same text shadow. So I'm copying it and pasting it. Okay, so this should work. Okay, this is fine, I think. And now the button parts. So first the container, and then inner, then description, and then I have a div called the colors. So I am giving the colors display flex, flex direction, row, justify content, space around. Okay, and margin bottom of 20 pixels. Margin bottom of 20 pixels. And then I am going to style the buttons in the colors. So I'm going to write the selector first colors, then orange. So for this we should have a width of 15%, height of 30 pixel, border radius 15 pixel, background color. There was no background color in first, so it will be white. Then the ugly border, we should remove that. So border none. Font family should be Arial. Then font size, sorry, font size should be 18 pixel, and then transition all 0.5 seconds. Okay, so this should work. And when I will hover on that button, let me write the selector first. When we will hover on that button, there should be a background color and there should be a box shadow, and also the color of the text will be changed. So first change the color to white and add the box shadow. So the box shadow should be 2 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel, and the same RGBA color. And for the background color I have come to the same website, and let's find something orangish color. There are many colors as you can see, so I am going to find something. This looks beautiful, so I'm copying it and now I'm pasting it here. This should work. Okay, this is fine, I think. Okay, so I'm going to add this style to every button. So I'm going to copy it and paste it from for 3 times, because there are 3 more buttons are there. I'm going to just change this red, red, black, black, blue, blue, and I'm going to the same website and picking the colors for everything. So first, the black one. This looks beautiful, so I've copied it. Now I'm going to paste it in the black section for this. This should work. And now I'm going to copy the blue part. This looks beautiful. Okay, so the blue part, I'm copying it and pasting it. Okay, so now orange is over, blue is over, and black is over. So only red is remain. So I'm finding something reddish. I think this looks beautiful. So I have copied it and I'm going to paste it to the red section. So let's go to the red section, and okay, that should be fine. Let's see, orange, red, blue, and black. Okay. So now we have done our button section. So we have 2 more buttons left, purchase and read more. So I'm going to write the CSS. So I'm just writing the selectors. So there is the purchase button selector. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a width of 80% and then a height of 40 pixel, and then border radius is 8 pixel, and then background color should be coral, and then there should be a transition all 0.5 seconds, and there should be a border none, because with the buttons we have some ugly borders and I don't need that. And there should be a font size of 18 pixel and font family of Arial, and there will be a border at right. We have a border of 3 pixel solid RGBA color, the same RGBA color, and we also have a border bottom of 3 pixel solid and the same RGBA color. Okay, so this should work. So this is looking beautiful, and I'm going to apply the same style to another button, that is the info button. Okay, this looks nice, and there should be a margin at the bottom. So the margin bottom should be like, okay, so this looks okay. margin bottom 25 pixel, and also there should be a hover effect. So I am going to add the hover effect. Hover, the color should be white and the background color should be chocolate. The same hover effect will be applied to the another button. So it should be info, not purchase. Okay. Okay. So this looks beautiful. So this is the main styling part, and we have made our card, but we have to add this animation. So for that, wait till the next video publish.